I guess that's good up there. I think we're live. I'm not 100% though. I think we are. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Good evening. The Sunday Social is back. Good to have everybody in. We're gonna have a good time tonight, fun time tonight. I was gonna say good and fun at the same time. Good fight, fun tonight. Good to have everybody here. The Sunday Social is back. A little bit of a hiatus while we were on vacation, but we're glad to be back. Melissa is downstairs, taking it easy, and I'm sure she'll pop in at some point. Roberto Chapeco, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We'll get into Mission Space, talk a little bit about that. We'll do our normal polls talking about this ride. And before we're all said and done, we'll be sure to pick one for next week and talk a little bit about some other stuff too. And glad to have everybody here. Hope you all are having a good weekend. Missed everybody. Hope you guys missed us too. Let's get into this a little bit. Let me get everything set up here real fast. Obviously, I'll talk about that as well. We'll go into this first. I want to thank everybody. We did hit 19,000 subscribers today. Big goal for us. Yeah, we're still a small channel, but 19,000 is pretty special for sure. It took us a while to get there, but we're there. We've been really growing over the last couple weeks. Lots of people showing up, watching a lot of videos. A couple of our videos are taking off, and it's been a big help. So 19,000. Very honored and happy for that, and talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. But let me say hi to everybody in the chat, and then we'll get into some mousekeeping, and then we'll get into Mission Space, and we'll get this going. Roberto Chapeco is here, Jeannie is here, Douglas Bailey is here, John the Bee is here, Stacy and Douglas Bailey are here. Let's see who else is here. Timothy Rainwaters. Timothy, again, our condolences to you and your family. Lovely Ocean Eyes. Crystal is here. Heather Springer, welcome in, Heather. Hey, Gregory, what's up, buddy? I know Gregory is there. John A.B. is here. Iowa Disney Daddy. Tara Enders. 820 Chief Dan. Matt M. welcome in. Mark F. is here. Kim Daniels. Jackal Monkey. Hey, Sean. Jeannie is here. 52573. There's Al. Al and Renee are in the house. Jessica Mello. Scott Rowe. Dylan Hammond. Welcome. Sony 4K. Find the Fun. Steve Stardio Studios. Welcome in. Mark Langenkamp is here. It jumped on me, so let me go back. Who else is here? We got Mike Enders is in the house. Scott Rowe. I think I said their names already. Congrats, 19,000 and 19,000 times better than mostly all other Disney YouTubers. Oh, thanks, Sean. That means a lot. Thank you, man. I appreciate you saying that. I think that's everybody. At least though. Joanne Puzzles, Nick in Virginia, G Wilson. What up, G? Welcome in. At least for those that are chatting, welcome. I think I got everybody. If I miss you, I apologize. Just repost and I'll say hi. Scott Rowe, welcome in. Mouse Talk is like a Hobbit, a small channel where big things happen. That's funny. But thank you. I'm going to take that as a compliment. But yeah, 19,000. We hit it today. We went right past it. We're over 19,000 on our way to 19,100. And we'll see what happens. It's been an interesting day, to say the least. And we're very happy to get 19,000 for sure. We'll do some other quick mousekeeping. Don't forget about our Mouse Talk meetups that we're going to be doing. Who dat Dave? Welcome in. Prepping dinner, watching Walt. Thanks. Good. Enjoy dinner. Robert Graves, welcome in. Thank you. On your way to 19. No, not quite, Steve. We'll be lucky if we get anywhere near any kind of big numbers for sure. What's up, Victor? Welcome in, you and Janet. But yeah, don't forget about our two Mouse Talk meetups. November 8th and February 7th down at Disney Springs, 10 a.m. on the 8th of November. It'll be the first one. That's a Saturday. Disney Springs over by House of Blues and Cirque du Soleil. And then February 7th, also a Saturday, 10 a.m., right when Disney Springs open. Best time to get it because there's not a lot of people down there yet before the Disney Springs gets really hot and heavy with people and gets really crowded. So hopefully you guys can make it for one of them. If you think you might be able to make it, we'd love for you to just send us an email to askmousetalk@gmail.com. Again, the location is going to be Disney Springs over by House of Blues. Several folks have already said they're coming out. Some of the locals said they're going to come out. So we're going to have a lot of people there. Hope you guys can make it. We hope to have a small little gift for all those that'll be coming out. It'll be a lot of fun. Park Bros, welcome in. Good to see you. Emily LSU Mom, welcome in as well. Good to have everybody here. But yeah, please, if you could make one of the meetups, that would be great. The more the merrier. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to do at least 1 or 2 of these a year to give folks an opportunity to come down. And that would be fantastic if you could make it. Really would be fun. All right, I think that's it there. I think we'll get into what we're going to talk about tonight. First, we'll get into talking about the one, the only. Oh man, this video. It's going to stall again for a minute, but I'm going to have to kind of get into it. Let's talk a little bit about Mission Space. Oh, Key West, Bruce and Kim, welcome in. Good to have you here. Oh man, this tan. I got sun while we were on vacation, and it's like itching. Even though I've been putting aloe on all week, it's still itching. Let's talk a little bit about Mission Space. And actually, I didn't know some of this. The attraction opened to the public in a soft opening in June of 2003. And it celebrated its grand opening in October 9th of 2003. There you go. We'll have the queue and everything there for you guys to see. Michael Eisner, I guess, was still in charge at that point. And the attraction was built on the former site of Horizons. And it's been in operation ever since. So Mission Space took the place of Horizons, which I know a lot of people loved and really, really loved. So that's pretty interesting. I didn't know that for some reason. I don't know why I thought Horizons was over where Test Track was. But I guess that was the World of Motion. But interesting. I thought that was kind of cool. Well, let's get right into it. Let's talk about the things we always like to talk about with this. And you guys, I'll put in the chat exactly. You tell me what you like. So let's talk about the queue itself. As you guys will see there, the ride queue. Let's see. Mission Space queue. What do you guys think? Is it poor? Is it okay? Is it good? Or is it great? And I'll give mine in just a minute. All right, there's the poll. Is it a good queue, poor, okay, or great? What do you think? What's your opinion on the queue for this ride when it comes to Mission Space? I'd like to hear from you guys what you think. What do you think about Mission Space? Is this a good queue? Is it a bad queue? It's meh. It's great. I love it. I want to hear what everybody's got to say about the queue itself. For me personally, I'll bring my queue score up right here. I think it's okay. To me, it's okay. It's not anything great. It's pretty quick. It's a lot of switchbacks. There's a couple things to look at. The pre-stuff is okay. It's nothing great as well. I think it's all right. I think it's meh. I don't know. I'm not that big of a fan of the queue itself. And I think everybody else is on the same page with me. Everybody's saying it's okay. Of the 27 votes, 52 are you in here? Please hit the like button as you're coming in. I know we got 45 already. Keep hitting that like button. 29 votes, 55% of you are saying it's okay. Actually, some people are saying it's a great queue. That's great if you really think it is. Been on it several times over the years, but still miss Horizon, says Bruce and Kim. Dave says Mission Space got a bad reputation after 2 people passed away due to pre-existing conditions. I did hear about that. I remember that. How come there is no I don't know option? I've never ridden Mission. Jeff Condon, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Well, that's the thing. I mean, you can't vote. You can't vote. Hey, welcome in, Diana. Good to see you as well. Again, this queue is okay. I'd liked this queue might have got it good for me when they had it as Gary Sinise. As you guys know, it's changed since then. It's no longer Gary Sinise in the beginning. But the queue itself, it's kind of boring to me. I don't know. It's not all that. Hey, Joe, welcome in. Joe Chamberlain, welcome in. Ryan F., welcome in. Joe, say hi to Michelle and the girls for us. Again, this queue it's okay. I do think it's, I don't know what else to say other than okay. I just think it's that. Let's get into from there. Next, we're going to talk about, let's see, we got 35 votes. And I don't think anybody else is really what I would say on par to say, oh my God, this is a great queue. It's just not. It's just, it is what it is. But it does give you a lot of pre-stuff. You get a couple different pre-shows, as you're seeing right here in this. I borrowed this from TMG Videos, I think it was. They did a really nice job, so I borrowed it from them. It's all right. I mean, again, I think part of it, you're right. Somebody said they get a bad rap because a couple people died on it. That's true. But let's get into the ride itself. Now, we're going to talk about the ride. Same thing, I'm going to put the poll out there. Is it a poor ride? Is it okay? Is it good? Is it great? What do you guys think when it comes to the ride itself? I'll put the poll out there. Mission Space ride. Is it a poor ride? Is it okay? Is it good? Or is it great? And obviously, if you haven't ridden it, obviously you can't probably vote. Christine Hickman, welcome in. Good to see you. Kim says she hasn't ridden it. Kim, I've only ridden it a couple different times. Here's what I'll say about it for me. I'll put my score in there. I think it's poor. I'm not a very big fan of this ride at all. It's up to you, Joe. Just in general, what do you think of the ride? Maybe you can combine the two together. Maybe you hate the mild, and maybe you love the intense, and maybe together that gives a good rating, or maybe it gives a poor rating. It's really kind of up to you how you rate it. Dave's Disney Dreams, Monica Odiette, welcome in. For me, I don't know. I first off, it's very, if you're claustrophobic, you're going to have an issue. It's very close. The takeoff is okay, but it's not anything wonderful. It's just like a simulator that the astronauts would have with the spinning and the G-forces. I like the concept of the ride. It's an original concept. It's not an IP. And that's cool. I like that they came up with their own idea of it and stuff like that. But they changed it. You used to go to Mars. I think now you just like go around the circle of the Earth or something. I think this ride is poor, though. I think that, I've seen video of Horizons, what used to be there. I would much prefer Horizons over this. And maybe Horizons was dated. Okay, I get that. It's a dated ride for sure. But there could have been ways they could have made Horizons better to help with this. But I'm not a fan of this ride. We've done it a couple times. We haven't done it in years. And I'm just not a big fan of it. Again, the concept behind what they want you to do is cool. But not for us. Let's see what everybody says in the chat. You definitely get the G-forces in the higher level ride. Yes, Dave, I heard that. Let's see what else. I think overall it's just meh, says Joe. Emily says, I chose not to ride it after reading reviews that lots of people get motion sickness. My husband rode it and got motion sickness and felt bad for hours. Oh my. You definitely get the G-forces. Simulator rides are always a hit or miss. Sean says, screens are low resolution. It doesn't feel good. It makes me feel like you are just spinning around in circles to get even more confused and sick. It's kind of just lackluster. Yeah, poor. I respectfully disagree. In my humble opinion, it's good. Diane, well, that's the key, Diane. That's why we do these, because that's what I want to hear from you guys. Maybe some people like it. That's the key. Diana likes it. For me, it's a poor ride. This ride, it just isn't. It's not very popular to me. I wouldn't ride it. Kimberly Hazard, welcome in. Anyone who's claustrophobic would pass out in there. Yeah, exactly, Joe. That's the key. See, Dave's Disney Dreams loves Mission Space. That's good. I think that's awesome that you love it. Matt says, I love thrill rides, but I've only done this once for the orange side. Not my cup of tea. Only ride I ever felt sick on. No desire to ever ride it again. 2.5 G's pulled, says Dave. Tara Ender says, I rode it once and don't need to again. I did the orange version. I didn't know until afterwards that was the milder version. Yes. Ryan says, I think I like that it's not an IP, but it's just getting a little tired. Got it. A family member tried to ride it and felt claustrophobic, and they had to get off the ride before it started. Yep, I get it. Joey's World, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Joey, we're going to talk a little bit about you guys later. Pamela Hoffman, welcome in. Good to see you as well. But I've been space cadet all my life. Dave, you're funny. But yeah, I don't know. For me, I don't know. It's a poor ride. I think there's aspects of it that are cool, like the takeoff is neat, and some of the other stuff about it is kind of cool. But it's not my cup of tea. What's up, Tina? Welcome in. Jumping in to say hi, a quick hello. Thank you, appreciate you. Please hit that like button. We are already to 62. Mike says, I've been on it 3 times over the years, but probably won't go on it anymore in my 50s now, and simulator rides are getting tough to do. I understand. I do. I get it. And that's the thing that I like about this is, you know, a lot of you guys are going to say it's okay. Some might say it's poor. Some say it's good. Some say it's great. I think 44% right now is that it's okay. And that's probably where it should be. But for me, it's poor because I really have Puddin', welcome in. Dave Chiodo, welcome in as well. I guess for me, I say poor because I really have absolutely no desire to ride this ride. As someone who's ridden it I think I've ridden it 3 times probably, ever. I've ridden Tower of Terror more than I've ridden this. And I don't know. I don't think that I would ride it again. And that's just me. All right, so there you go. And I think 44% are saying, 43% say it's okay, followed by 25% saying it's poor, then good, then great. Again, not a horrible ride for sure, but it's definitely in the lower echelon for me. All right, so that's my ride score for sure. Now, let's talk about, is the juice worth the squeeze, right? How long will you go wait? How long are you going to wait to ride Mission Space, right? Let's say you're there for your trip, and you've made the decision, right, that you want to ride every ride. How long are you waiting? I'll put it in here right now. There it is. Is the juice worth the squeeze? How long are you waiting for this ride? For me, 10 to 20 minutes. If I have to ride it and it's part of something that I have to do, I'm not waiting more than 10 to 20 minutes for this ride, period. That's just me. Matt, Simba2, welcome in. Good to see you. It's like a lot of things, when it first came out, it had some wow. Now, not so much. Part of that, Joe, too, could be the fact that a lot of us are regulars at Disney, and we go a lot, so some things become a little more tired than they would if you're a first-timer. So, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think for me, I'm not waiting more than 10 to 20 minutes because, I mean, if I have to ride it, if there's friends, I'm there with friends and friends really want to ride it. I'm telling them, okay, we'll ride it. I'm waiting 10 to 20 minutes. I'm not waiting any more than that. That's what I'm telling them. But I want to hear from you guys. Put it in the chat. What are you going to do? What is the juice worth the squeeze? How long are you waiting for this ride? If it's not a walk-on, I just keep walking by, says 82 Airborne. Welcome in, by the way. I wish you had a 10 to 20 seconds option. What's up, Nick? Welcome in. I'm always afraid of getting decapitated on Space Mountain. Puddin says, we're going to come up to Space Mountain at some point, too. We're going to talk about that one, too. Need to walk on to be able to stumble off, says Joey's World. Amen. More like 5 to 10 minutes if I have to. Jeff Connon, after so many rides in the past, I won't spend too much of my day in that line. I get it. Teresa Potlan, welcome in. Good to have everybody here. Guys, we're at 69 likes. We're getting there. And again, this is, we knew this like 2 weeks ago. Remember when I picked it, we were all talking kind of off the cuff, talking about it quickly. And we kind of knew that this ride wasn't going to be getting some of the better ratings for sure. 10 minutes, and that's being generous, says Victor. I get it. I really would. I prefer a gallon of Beverly. Joey's World. Is that Keith? You guys are funny. Depends on plans for the day, but if I really want to ride it, I'll do 20 to 30 minutes. There you go. Good. We passed on our first and only visit. Really? Heather says, I don't foresee anybody chaining themselves to this ride. Well, we're going to get to that next. We're going to talk about that next. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of know, was it 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 or more? What would you do? All right. Next, we'll talk about, and again, we got some non-Mission Space stuff to talk about here in a minute, too. I want to talk about our trip. I want to talk about some other stuff coming up so that you guys are all aware. Merchandise, right? Merchandising. I think I know where this is going to go too. I'm putting the there's the poll. Merchandise for this ride. What do you guys think about the merchandise? Now, when you leave the ride, if I remember correctly, because again, it's been a while, so somebody in the chat remind me. Brandy Baez, welcome in. Matt says, I used to ride Orange Side all the time and loved it. Not anymore. I'll have to ride. If I have to ride, I'm going green. Nah, Brandy, you didn't miss that much. Not at all. Will not miss if it spaces out. Gotcha. I rode it once and will never ride it again. So 0 minutes for me, says Pamela. What merchandise? Can't say I ever saw any. All right, exactly, Joe. And that's the key for me. Okay? Here's why, for me, it gets a pour. There really isn't anything. When you come out, I think, again, it's been so long since I've ridden the ride. Hey, Kendrick, welcome in. I thought you came out into a store, and I think it's just got like NASA space stuff there. It's got very little that actually says mission space on it. I think it's just poor merchandise there. So it might have some Buzz Lightyear stuff there and stuff like that. Yeah, it's poor merchandise for sure. And I think part of it is because they understand what they have in the ride. And there's it's not something that most people love. So there's nobody really clamoring to get this merchandise to the point that they would need to do that. We do love the space stuff. It's nowhere else, and it's unique, just not real Disney. Joey's, well, I'm okay with that. I actually like that it's unique and it's not an IP. I'm all right with that. Tina says, I feel like a rebel voting on this ride, considering I've never been on it or near the queue in person. Really, Tina? You have to ride it once. Just ride the easy side. Ride the less intense side. You come out to a playground and video games and seating, great AC, then the gift shop. Thank you. Mr. Fulton Mraz, welcome in. July 20th was your birthday. Congratulations. Happy birthday. I say bulldoze it and put up something else. Well, we're going to get to that in a minute here. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. And I think most people agree the merchandise is poor. It's just not there. It's non-existent. That's part of it. But again, I think it's non-existent because I think Disney understands and realizes that this is not a really popular ride, and it's not probably a ride that's going to sell a lot of merchandise. And it was just Matt's birthday, Joe, not that long ago. Dave Shiro says, happy birthday to Mr. Fulton. Nice. All right, last one. Yeah, so we got to talk about the importance of this ride, okay? So if Disney were to announce tomorrow that this ride's going away, how do you feel about it? A, it won't be missed. B, I'll be a little sad, but I'm sure what replaces it's going to be better. C, I'm upset, but eventually I'm going to get over it, but I'm upset. Or D, no way, we're not getting rid of this ride. I am chaining myself to the ride and making sure this ride goes nowhere. How important is this ride to, I'm just going to put A, B, C, and D. And you've got the A, B, C, D options right on the screen there. A, B, C, D. How important is this ride to Epcot? How important is this ride to Future World? Where does it stack up? If it goes away tomorrow, is it going to affect Future World that much? What do you think? Won't be missed. Yes, it's going to be missed. Nope, I'm sad, but I'm sure what'll replace it's better. I'm really upset about this. Or, hey, I'm chaining myself to the ride. It's not going anywhere. Did I hear you say that Gary Sinise is no longer the narrator on Space Ride? I think it's, what I showed you up there, they had filmed that just 6 months ago. I think he's gone from the ride. Mad Flat Hatter, welcome in. Get rid of it and bring Horizons back. Amen to that, Ryan. I'm with you. All right. I want to hear from you guys, though. What do you say? What's it going to be? Won't be missed. What ride was this? You're funny. 82 Airport. Can say I've been going to Disney 15 years and I've never been on it, says Anna. Anna, welcome in, by the way. John Hazelton, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you again, too. Anna, welcome. I don't know if you're new here or not, Anna, but it's good to have you here. 84 likes, guys. 16 away. Thank you all for being here. And don't forget, we still got a pick for next week, too. But, yeah, look, here's mine. It won't be missed. It just won't, right? Nobody's chained. It's not being chained. For me, I'm sorry. And I don't mean no disrespect. I am not going to miss this ride if it goes away. It just is not. I like the fact that it's something unique. It's not an IP. Coach N, welcome in. Well, 15 years ago, I'd be mad. As I get older, it's a B, not an A. I get it. I totally get it. That's why I like to hear, what people think, because it's different for everybody. Vicky Pauly, welcome in. I think Mission Space scratched an itch when it came out with adding a thrill ride, but past its time. Yeah, I would agree with that. Here's the difference. If it's a walk-on, I'd still go on so I don't hate it. There you go. That's good. Al, you're funny. Yeah, I wouldn't miss it. I would be ecstatic if they put something else there. But the issue is, too, here's the thing. Can they even get rid of it at this point? They have Space 220 right there, literally connected to it. I think it's kind of one and the same now. How do you get rid of... I guess maybe you could, but, that restaurant is pretty popular. It's a hard get, Space 220, right? If you were to close down Mission Space, wouldn't that be detrimental to Space 220? Or else you'd have to put something else there that's space related right next to Guardians to kind of keep it flowing with, keep the symmetry, or what's the word I'm looking for? Continuity, I guess. I don't see how they can get rid of it. Plus, where it is in between Test Track and Guardians, most just walk by it without even seeing it. Yeah, that's part of it too. What do you do there? Space 220's, it's very popular. Again, it's a hard get. Every time we try to get Space 220, there's nothing you can do. Mission Space is like that screaming kid in a stroller. You know it's there, but you can't wait to walk away from it. Make it a planetarium. It could be gutted in a new attraction. Yes, it could. But again, all I'm saying is what does that do to Space 220, right? Because Space 220 is with Mission Space. It makes sense. The symmetry is there. The continuity is there. If you're going to change Mission Space, then I guess they could just change it from Space 220. But they did a lot to bring that, the whole thing going up and making it look like you're in outer space. Nothing is impossible. There's always a vision for Disney. That's true, Al. It's not always a good vision, but it is. They do have vision. Other than Star Wars, there really are no other Disney space-themed franchises. Yeah, Dave, that's true. Well, the Black Hole, but that was terrible. Well, they have Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, but no, nothing really. Or make the Thor Loki play. Yeah, there's things they could do. They could make it Guardians of the Galaxy or Avengers. Well, no, I guess they can't do Avengers in Florida yet. Anyway, there you go. All right, so everybody else says, yeah, no, wouldn't miss it. 80% say, no, we're not going to miss it if it goes away. I totally get it. I feel the exact same way. I will not miss this ride if it goes away. 220, 221, whatever it takes. Does anybody understand that reference other than me? Yeah, 220, 221, whatever it takes. Anybody ever see Mr. Mom with Michael Keaton when Martin Mull walks in and he talks about he says he's doing the refurb of the room, and he talks to him about it. He said, oh, what are you going to do, a 220? He goes, yeah, 220, 221, whatever it takes. I also love the Black Hole. Do you really, Cakes? Pat, you like that movie? It's okay. It's a classic now. Ow, I got the reference. I don't know if anybody else got the reference, but I got it. 220, 221, whatever it takes. Could make a Wally ride there. That would be cool. Kendrick, that's a good idea. Anyway, all right, so there you go. Space 220 did not fare well in this look into our Sunday social. Space 220 was not doing well at all. But anyway, let's move on from Space 220. We got a few things to talk about before we end tonight. So it's only 8:32. Hang in there, gang. Some fun stuff. All right, let's pick for next week. And yes, I might cheat if I get one I don't want to. All right, here we go. I got the reference. Love that movie. Okay, good. Thanks, Mike. I'm glad somebody else got it. That was funny. All right, here we go. Next week on the Sunday Social, we'll be discussing... Nope, we're not doing that one. It was Reflections of China. I don't want to do the shows yet. So I'm not missing much. Got it. No, you're not missing much. Not at all, Tina. Go on Spaceship Earth, please. Please. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, well, we got to do them at some point. We got another one that's not going to fare well, but we got to do it. Mad Tea Party. Yes, I wrote it fast. It looked like TRA. It's TEA. I knew you were going to be a punk. Oh, you guys are funny. All right, so next week, we're going to go back over to the Magic Kingdom, and we are going to ride the Mad Tea Party together. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about everything Alice in Wonderland and the ride and this and that. Replacing Mission Space runs the risk of losing the park's identity. Jeff, the front of the park's identity, for sure. I understand that. I get what you're saying. Maybe hope to see you and Melissa. I'll be at the parks on Saturday. Nice, Dave. Yeah, look for us. Not sure where we're going yet. That's kind of what we're going to talk about here in a minute. I bet there's a ride I didn't mind back home at local carnivals that was similar, but that was back in my heyday pre-Vertigo. I get it. Mad Tea Party. I can vote right now. A big no, Joe. See you, Nick. See you later. We don't need a Sunday social for Mad Tea Party. Yes, we do. Every ride is going to get it. Pikachu, welcome in. Haven't seen you in forever. All right, so next week, Mad Tea Party is in the house, and we're gonna spill the tea, and we're gonna talk about it. All right. So anyway, let's get into a couple things. I was thinking the same thing, Jeff. Amen. Well, we got to do it. It's part of what we do around here. Let me get a drink of water. So I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm going to talk about our vacation last week at Anna Maria Island at Holmes Beach. We had a great trip. We really did. We got to spend quality time with Walter and Mason, Walter's wife, Mason's girlfriend. It was amazing. We really did. We did nothing all week. We got up. We went to the beach. We stayed on the beach. We got in the water. We laid out and got some sun. Went back, had lunch, went back to the beach, got in the water, laid out, got some more sun, went back to the hotel or went back to the house, had dinner, hung around the pool, chit-chatted, shoot the you-know-what, played a game, went into the game room, played ping pong, played foosball. That was it. That was the majority of the week. Really, it was. That was the majority of the week. It was exactly what we wanted to do. We just wanted to basically crash the entire week. Naps here and there. If you wanted to take a nap, go take a nap. We'll see you when you're done. But we did. We got every day we got on the beach. It was great. We had good weather every single day. One day I had 2 manatees float right by me. One of them was close enough that I almost could touch it. It was really cool. Saw him bring his face out of the water, get some air. That was really cool. I'm glad you had the whole family together. Doing nothing is the best kind of trip. Enchiladas are in the oven, says Dave. Nice. We did. That's exactly right, Joe. And that's kind of what we did. We all played ping pong against each other. You could definitely tell the boys are getting older because when they were younger, in their teens, We'd play ping pong, and I would beat him every single time. I couldn't win a match to save my soul. I was getting killed every single match. I'm like, what is going on here? I know I'm getting older. They were just better. Walter would beat me, and then Mason would play, and he'd kill me, and then Walter's wife, Andrea, would play me, and she would kill me, and I'm like, I'm not playing anymore. We always played 2 out of 3, and like I'd win 1, and they'd win 2. But good for you, Walt. Nice that you had a relaxing time with family. It was just a really good trip. I hope you guys enjoyed the wake up with Walt. I don't know. Cynthia, Candy Mom, our first member, welcome in. I don't know what happened early on. So before I left, I set up all the streams for all 6 days. And I thought I set it up correctly because, as I'm sure you all know, I use an outside app. I don't use the YouTube app. I don't use the YouTube app. I have an outside app that I use. It can get up to 4K. We don't usually use it. 1080p. I really like it. It connects well with my hotspot. So we use that all the time. But somehow, for 4 of the 6 days, something happened where I must have not have set it up right. And that's why, if you notice, the streams, I always had to go in and start a new stream and just redo it. And the connection wasn't that good when we'd go down to the water. You know, we'd lose connection or it'd be very choppy. But on those days when we went down to the water and it wasn't choppy, well, Happy Gilmore, I think, is golf, Al. You're right. I'm not a golfer either. I'm good, Pikachu. Hope you are too. When we went down to the water, on the days that I was able to connect to the app, the streams were great. It looked like the connection held really, really well. And you guys were in 1080p and you got to see the water. It was amazing. Steve says, I miss all the stream. YouTube doesn't give me notifications on my phone. It does on my iPad, though. Got to figure that out. I'm not sure why. But it was fun. I really enjoyed the morning streams, the wake up with Walt. There was a lot of you in there. We had like 40, 50, sometimes 70 people like there's in here right now. They did. Those were, I don't know what happened with those either, Jeff. I've deleted them. They shouldn't have said that either. I don't know if it was an app issue or if it was a Walt issue. It probably was a Walt issue, to be honest with you. But I think we're good now. Guys, 3 likes to 100. That's amazing. Thank you. So I think we're good. We should be good moving forward when it comes to getting everything together for the weekend. So we'll get that done, and hopefully everything will be fine. There. Wow, I did that. It looked like I went cross-eyed for a minute, didn't it? Look. Doesn't it look like I'm going cross-eyed? I don't know. Squirrel. But, yeah, so this weekend, here's what we're hoping to do. I have to talk to Melissa. We'll definitely be live Sunday from Magic Kingdom no matter what. Saturday, I'm going to see what we're doing Saturday. I don't think we're doing anything, so we're probably going to be live both Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, we haven't been to Epcot in a while. We're probably going to go to Epcot. But I will let you guys know through the thumbnails. So please be sure to look for those thumbnails. But I will say Tuesday night, 110%, because I definitely want to go. Tuesday night, we're going to the Magic Kingdom to see the Disney Starlight Parade. We haven't seen it yet. Obviously, it came out while we were on vacation, so we were away. We haven't seen it in person yet, Melissa and I. It'll be our first time seeing it, and we're going to see it with you guys. We're at least going to do the 9 o'clock. We might even do the 11 o'clock. If she's up to it, we're going to do the 11 o'clock as well. But we're definitely going to do the 9. We might even do the 11 to give you both of them with obviously Happily Ever After in between. So you'll get it. You know, you could get all 3. 2 parades and Happily Ever After. Walt, next time have a cuddle up with Walt at the end of the day. I'm usually gone by the end of the day. Next Sunday, we'll be heading to Disney. Hopefully, we'll catch you guys somewhere. Yeah, Sean, that'd be great. Come over and say hi. That'd be awesome. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Look for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think that's what I wanted to talk about for the most part. I really enjoyed the Sunday Wake Up with Walt. Somebody had said to me that they wished I would do them all the time. Kind of like how Doug does his. If you notice, Doug does his coffee talks in the morning. It's hard for me in the morning to be able to do the streams because If I did them, I'd have to start at 7. But I'm usually in work by 7. Even though I'm not due in till 8, I usually get in by 7 to get a head start on my day. Answer my voicemails, or review my voicemails, answer my emails, see what new fraud claims I have to investigate, to get them started, and then go from there. And then my day starts, and then I'm off and running, and I'm usually ahead of the game. So morning streams, to do them at 7, I'm really cutting into when I would normally be working. So that's a little bit harder to do. But as we do our trips, I will do morning coffee talk, wake up with Walt, whatever you want to call it, while we're on vacations. Dylan Hammond, welcome in. The Starlight Parade's beautiful, I promise you. Good. Off topic, Schwarber re-signs with Phil's. Kyle Schwarber, I don't know, Al. I don't know if he will or not. It always comes down to money. It always comes down to money. And if Schwarber gets a better deal and a longer deal somewhere else, he's probably going to move on. It just depends. But yeah, we're going to have a good time. I tell you, I saw the Starlight Parade. I don't know if we really talked about it. We talked about it on the wake-ups a little bit during the week. I like the parade. I don't love the parade. Now, I don't know. I haven't seen it in person yet, so I got to see it in person. A couple of people said they wish it was a little bit longer, maybe 1 or 2 more floats. I agree with that. I think the Wish float was a mistake. I'm sorry, I just do. I don't even think it really even has a presence. I think people look right past it to the next few floats that are coming. I don't think that was a good idea. But there are aspects of the parade that I do like a lot. The finale part of it is phenomenal. I love it. Whimsy is great. I love the fact they have Jiminy Cricket on the back. The music they play at the end is awesome. The way they have Aladdin on the carpet. They have Snow White and Dopey in the mine train. They have Tangled, Rapunzel and Flynn in the boat. It's awesome. That part of the parade is amazing. The Peter Pan aspect of the parade is amazing. Coco is awesome as well. The Encanto is awesome as well. The Frozen is okay. That's not great either. So there are aspects of this parade that could be better, but they did some really good stuff with it. Well, Joe, what I will say is this. When you're down there, you have to stay and watch the Disney Starlight Parade. Just see it. I don't know if you've seen it online or not yet, Joe, but I would recommend you stay. Right, and that's part of why I like the end so much, Victor, is because there's a kind of an ode to both the Spectro Magic and Main Street Electrical Parade. They actually play some of the Main Street Electrical Parade music in that finale float, and I love that. I think that's absolutely phenomenal. I love it. I do. I really do. I love it. So that part of it I really liked a lot. And people seem to be enjoying the parade. I suppose it would be nice if Ariel were to be included in the parade. Exactly, Dylan. That's the one. If I had one that I would say was the biggest omission, which I was really surprised by, it would have to be Ariel. There's no Little Mermaid at all. You have Cinderella, you have Beauty and the Beast, you have Belle. They're in the in the princess part of it. They're there, right? You have Snow White, you have Aurora as well. Sleeping Beauty is there. So you have all the big princesses. Tiana is there as well. But you don't have Ariel at all in the float. I don't get that. I don't know. I don't get it. I think that was weird. I don't know why Ariel was omitted from it. And I agree with you, John. I think the Frozen float was a little kind of understated. I thought it was going to be better than that. I like the videos on all the different ice, on all the different ice, whatever they're called. Those things. That was kind of cool. Yeah, no Lion King either. I mean, there's a lot of different things they could have done, Matt. I think Lion King would have been a little bit harder, but and then there are other people that didn't get to see Pinocchio and Geppetto inside the first one because at times it's lit up and other times it's not. So depending upon where you are, you may or may not see Geppetto and Pinocchio inside the first one. So yeah, there are aspects of it that they could have done a little bit better. Will Lovins, welcome and fine. You sold me on the parade. I'll just have to come see it in a month. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe in the future they might consider adding her. Dylan, I hope so. I think they need to find a way to do that. I really do. Other than that, I think the parade's going to be cool. Again, we're going to do that Tuesday night. I'll probably have the stream up and the thumbnail ready to go. If not by the end of tonight, I'll definitely have it up by tomorrow, so you guys will be able to catch that. Last thing I want to talk about is I'm going to put a poll out there. There's your poll. So I did, Melissa and I and the boys, we all went and saw Fantastic Four. So I can give you my quick review, non-spoilers. Chris, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Molly and Barclay's Life. Welcome in, Chris. Good to see you, buddy. We can do a quick review. I'll try to be as non-spoilery as I can be. Or if you guys don't want, we don't have to do it. We don't have to do... We don't have to. It's really up to you guys. 65-35 right now. 20 votes. There's 74 of you in here, though. I'd like to see at least 50 people vote. And if you all say no, or, if the majority says yes, I'd like to see about 50 votes. There's 75 of you in here, and I'll give you a quick review. I caught the Fantastic Four on Friday night. Pretty good. I would say yes. Okay. Chris gives it a B+. 72 of you. Right now, there's only 30 people that have voted. Get in there. Let's get to 50. 20 more people vote, and hopefully we'll do this. If not, I'll go off what we get. We did hit 100 likes, didn't we? I think we did. You guys are awesome. Thanks, gang. We did. 103. Steve says he saw both Fantastic Four and Superman. They're okay. I'd watch them again on streaming. Not sure I'd pay to go to the movies again. Fair enough. Kelsey Hanley, Spaceship Ears, welcome in. All right, 68% with 40 votes. I'm going to give you another minute or so. Wow, down to 62. That's good, because the 62, we're down from 75. Those are the people that don't want to hear the review. And I'm with you. I get it. I totally get it. And again, 58 now. And I get that too. Those folks that are leaving out, they don't want to hear the review, and I'm fine with that. No hard feelings. I totally understand. All right, so I think we're going to go with it, and we're going to give you a quick look. All right, so here's what I'll say about the movie. So I will give my quick review. I'm going to give it on a scale 1 to 10. Okay, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. And I hope people don't get mad at me. And if you were I did kind of give a little bit of a review of this during one of the morning streams the day after we saw the movie. Here's what I'll say. For me, it's a 5 out of 10. There were aspects of it I liked. There were a lot of aspects of it I didn't like. Okay? I'll just leave it at that. What I'll say is this. John, that's not true. This is one person's opinion. My opinion doesn't mean anything. Melissa liked it. Walter liked it. Andrea liked it. Mason liked it. Renee liked it. They all liked it. Okay? Mason gave it a 7 out of 10. Here's what I didn't. Why it gets a 5 for me. First and foremost, the family aspect of it was awesome. Okay? The chemistry between the characters, the Fantastic Four characters, awesome. They were really good together. Their chemistry was there. When they had the big moments, the important emotional moments, they didn't ruin those moments with jokes. Okay? They let the moments percolate. I'll say simmer, whatever you want to call it. They let the moments hit. The important emotional moments. They didn't ruin them with jokes. All of that side of it was good. And again, this is where people are probably going to get upset with me. The Fantastic Four is Reed Richards. It is. It's Reed Richards. It's Mr. Fantastic. Say what you want. It is. Okay? I'm sorry. It's all about Reed Richards. He is the Fantastic Four. He's Mr. Fantastic. He's the smartest man alive ever in the world. He's part of the Illuminati. He is the big guy. This is his story. It's his Fantastic Four. This movie is Sue Storm's movie. She's the star of this movie. I think that's a total miss. I'm sorry. If you want real fans to get in on this movie, he's got to be the main guy. He is an afterthought in this movie. He is a supporting character. This is Sue Storm's movie. And I know the ladies are going to be mad at me. I don't mean it to be chauvinistic. I'm just telling you my opinion on it. It's her movie. The entire movie is about her. In the end, the final fight scene, who's the only one that's fighting Galactus and winning? Her. Not the other ones. Her. She is. And not only that, Galactus is in this movie for all of 5 minutes. And the ending with the fight scene with him lasts 4 minutes. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever. Throughout the entire movie, the only thing that I ever hear out of Mr. Fantastic, smartest man in the world, is, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Aren't you the smartest man in the world? I'm thinking to myself, what's going on here? And they just didn't make him look good at all. But again, that's just my opinion on the movie. There were certain aspects of it that just, they didn't, I don't know. It just wasn't, there were aspects of it that were good. Those were the aspects of it that really took hold for me. It got high. Of course, well, no, and that's fine, Matt. Again, this is just one person's opinion. And there were aspects of the movie that were slow, too. Thursday night and Friday box office receipts were huge, indicating a giant success, but Saturday, traditionally a bellwether day, just fell off a cliff. Again, it's one person. It did drag in the middle of it, but the final battle scene was great, but could have been longer. See, I didn't think the battle scene was that good, Chris. Here's the problem I have with this, and then I'll end it. Yeah, Spaceship Earth, that's exactly right. It feels like the Endgame female power scene. That's kind of what this was. And that's fine to an extent. Everybody should have had an impact on making sure that this happened. And the issue that I have with it more than anything else is Galactus is a much bigger threat than Thanos ever would be. Ever would be. Galactus is a celestial being that is a world eater. He devours worlds. And they took care of him in 5 minutes. Really? It was that easy? They used one of the biggest villains ever and just totally, that's it. In 5 minutes he was done. Galactus, what they did it right with Thanos. They built him up over time. They actually let him win in one of the movies, and then he came back and lost in the second movie in Endgame. Chef's kiss. So smart, right? Show his real power. This movie, they just totally dropped the ball with that. Hey, Brian, welcome in. Chef. That's so funny. Again, it's just one person's opinion. Yeah, I guess it was really a big moment and everyone was watching her work. It was, exactly, and that's the thing. And it wouldn't even have happened anyway. Her power she's powerful, but I don't even know that she would have been able to do that, really. Lori Brantone, welcome in. Good to see you. Did you see the new I haven't seen Superman yet. Didn't ask his wife. That's so funny. I think that's the point, Jeff. Sue Storm was set up to be the savior. Yeah, it kind of was. It's definitely, it was her movie. And if you're starting off the Fantastic Four, right? You're trying to get off first steps, Fantastic Four. You have to do it with the lead. And the lead is Reed Richards. It is. It just is. And they just totally dropped the ball. They did. Movies, and not only, and then the post credit scene that post credit scene or the mid credit scene that they did, that hits better if it's Reed Richards, because Reed Richards, his villain is Doctor Doom. That's his main guy. Like the Joker is to the Batman, like Spider-Man is to Green Goblin, like Lex Luthor is to Superman. Reed Richards, Doctor Doom. Not Sue Storm and Doctor Doom. Reed Richards and Doctor Doom. That hits better if it's Reed Richards who comes around the corner and sees him. Would I say she's an Omega level power? I don't know. I think she might be. I don't know. But again, the leader of the Fantastic Four is Reed Richards. But Brian, again, guys, it's just my opinion. I love Sue Storm. I think she's great. You know, and the woman that played her did a really good job. Again, their chemistry between her and Pedro Pascal was awesome throughout the entire movie. The chemistry with Johnny Storm and The Thing, awesome. They were great. Loved it. Really liked it a lot. But, you know, even like the Silver Surfer, they used the same storyline that they used in the old Fantastic Fours. Silver Surfer comes and says, hey, you guys are going to die. In the end, the Silver Surfer helps to save them. They've already done that. And they used a Silver Surfer that was in one comic. They didn't use Norrin Radd. Was really shocked that Sue was the primary focus in the post-credit scene. Space Eaters, again, me too, again. And that's not a disrespect on anything. It's a point of view. Do they have a lot of chemistry off screen? I don't know. Maybe they do. Good for them. Canadian Disney family, welcome in. But yeah, it was. You know what? 5 is probably harsh. It probably was like a 6. Because there were really some good parts to that movie. The beginning of the movie was really good as they were building the characters and building that foundation of of all 4 characters. The chemistry was great. The comedy wasn't over the top stupid. They hit with the comedy at certain times really, really well. They hit with the emotional side of it really, really well. I like that aspect of it. I like Reed and Sue Storm's chemistry on screen was really good. They did a lot of really good stuff in it, but there were certain areas where if you want to continue to build this, I felt like they missed the mark. Exactly. Chris, I forgot about that. That's the other thing. Of all things, Chris says it right there, and it's the truth. And if you think about it, Johnny Storm was the one who figured out the language, or the smartest man around did nothing but worry about not knowing what to do. Exactly. That's my point. Johnny, of all people, figures out the unknown language. They really made Reed Richards look very unfantastic in this movie. All right, everybody. Look, that's going to do it. Again, we will be live Tuesday night from Magic Kingdom. Joe, have a good night. Say hi to the ladies for me. For the Disney Starlight Parade. I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But we hope you guys will be there. Appreciate all of you coming out. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for 19,000 subscribers. You're all very, very, very generous. And we're very, very blessed and honored to be hitting that kind of mark. And we'll just onwards and upwards. Hope we continue to get there. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. Be sure to check Coffee Talk tomorrow morning with Doug. I'm sure Doug's going to be live. And again, we'll see you guys on Tuesday night. Mods, great job as usual. Members, thank you for your extra generosity and loyalty. Guys, we'll see you all Tuesday night. And until then, take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll talk to you soon. Gotta go watch The Gilded Age. Bye, gang.